Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. I am back with a little vlog from home today. I was hoping to be bringing you a renovation update today, but it's not quite finished. I think that'll be coming to you on Wednesday. It is a beautiful day here in London today. I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but it feels like spring has finally arrived here in London, at least for the time being. We've got some beautiful blue skies. In fact, I think you can see it in the reflection in the glass there. Yeah, beautiful blue skies outside today. And that reminded me, with spring kind of here and Easter around the corner, I haven't done my Easter craft DIYs yet. So I thought, whilst we're catching up, we would get cracking and get started on our Easter DIYs, because if I don't just sit down with a cup of tea and a catch up with you to do it, it's not going to happen. So we'll have a quick sip, he says after the sip, and we will get into some Easter crafts and yeah, have a little catch up. I hope you've got a drink on the go as well. I've actually started playing around with one. So what I've got here is some bath sponges, and I picked up 3 for £1 in Poundland, and I also bought some socks in Poundland too. These were in the Pep & Co section, and these are girls' socks 6 to 8.5, in case you were wondering, and it was £2.50 for a 4-pack, and I like these because they're quite pretty colours. So what we're going to do is take our sock, I'm just going to turn it inside out to make this a little bit easier, and we're going to put it over our bath sponge. Also, I'm kind of making this up as I go along. We're just winging it together, so you'll just have to bear with me if it all starts to fall apart, which it usually does when I do my DIYs, let's face it. So what we want to do is try and just get this over the sponge to make it look nice and tidy. So I'm trying to like arrange it so that the kind of nice part of the sock is kind of all at the front, if that makes sense. It's slightly more ribbed on that side, I think. So yeah, I'm just doing that. And then what I'm gonna do is, once I'm happy with that, that's gonna be the base. You see how those lines aren't straight? I think we can do a little bit better, but equally, we don't want this to be a 1-hour video, do we? So let me know in the comments how your week has been. What have you been up to? And what is the weather like where you are? If you're in the UK, have you started to have some of this beautiful sunshine and blue skies? It was actually really warm one of the days this week, which was stunning. So now we've done that, we can twist this section here like that, and then I'm going to pull it down over itself like that. And then what this is going to create is kind of like the head and the body of our little bunny rabbit. So there we go, we've got our head and we've got our body. And then what we're going to do is make some ears. So I thought, I am really winging this with you, by the way, so we'll just see how this goes. I've got the glue gun at the ready. I thought we would use one of the socks, and I quite like this shape. So I thought I would cut it here, cut that in half, and that's gonna be 2 bunny rabbit ears, he says. I've just sharpened my scissors and I filmed a little hack for TikTok and for Instagram, just a super quick one. And it's basically, you fold up some tin foil, you fold your tin foil a few times to make it quite thick. So fold up a piece of tin foil maybe 4 or 5 times, and then you just cut thin strips of tin foil, and it has really brought these up a treat because they were feeling quite blunt. And you know when it gets like little bits of glue and stuff stuck on them, it kind of cleans them up at the same time. So we've cut that part of our sock off. So what I'm going to do now is chop this in half as well, if we want to get 2 ears out of this. So yeah, I'm going to do it so you can see it, hopefully. I've made this really easy for myself with this setup, haven't I? I just thought, if I don't do this today, it's probably not going to happen. And sometimes the weeks can fly by, can't they? And then Easter's around the corner. So I thought I'd want to get this one up for you so that if you fancy doing a bit of crafting, you've kind of got this too. You could just follow along, actually. I'm doing it so slowly, you could do it with me. I mean, you could run and grab a sock now and a bath sponge if you've got one knocking around. And if you don't want to use socks, I feel like there's lots of other things you could use for this. I mean, it's a great way to use old socks or odd socks, because we've all got those around the home, haven't we? So that's my ear. And what I think I'm gonna do is just glue it on like that. I'm just gonna tuck that in. Actually just cut that bit off so that's straight. Just take a little bit more off. I was thinking I might have to like put a seam all the way down this, but I can't be bothered. Let's just glue across the top there. And I feel like if we stick them on like that, they're kind of like those big like thumper ears. So, glue gun, little bit of hot glue just across that seam there. Ooh. Gosh, it's been a while since I used a glue gun, and it's been a while since I used a glue gun on camera. So, let's see how this goes. There we go. So I've just glued across that part there. And I like this shape. Do you see where I'm going with this? Is that saying bunny rabbit ear to you? I hope it is. And let's do the other one. So yeah, I'm gonna just cut this heel off here so that that's straight across as well. And we'll just glue that. So it has been another week here. My goodness, it has been all go. And filming the renovation vlog and kind of doing the work surrounding the renovation vlog, as in sorting out this room. As you can see, I'm in the living room, which is very exciting. Walls are painted, so you're getting a little sneak peek. But I was really focusing on the living room in the renovation vlog that's coming for you on Wednesday. And then we did a bit in the kitchen. I've got a new desk to share with you, which I'm very excited about. So lots is happening in that video, but it took up so much time. And I was editing it all throughout the night, and I looked up and it got light outside. I thought, I need to leave this, put it to one side, and it'll be ready for you on Wednesday. So that's why we're doing a nice little chilled video for you today while I get that one perfected. So we have two ears now. I've glued them both. And what we're going to do is stick them on the top here. And I'd quite like to stick them in so that they're kind of in amongst this, ideally. I don't know how we do that. Is there a way that I can get it in there? Might just have to put a bit more glue in and fold it a couple of times. Let's try that. It would be nice if the ears looked like they were kind of coming out of that bit, if that makes sense. That's gonna help it, isn't it? There we go. And then just stick it on like that. What do we think? Gonna have to, aren't I? There's no going back, we've committed. So if you have a go at these, I would love to see any pictures. And if you are on Instagram, you could tag me in a picture when you've made them. And I'm hoping that they're gonna be kind of straightforward. So some crafts can take ages, can't they? And then we might wish we'd never started. What do we think? Oh my goodness. I need to put the other ear on ASAP. Just realised what that looked like. Okay, so, oh my goodness. It's taking me back to the boot sale. Did you catch the boot sale vlog last week? There was a lot of comments about one of the items on one of the stalls there. It all got a little bit spicy. So, there we go. I'm just folding this section as well. Pop this onto the other side. Okay, what do we think? Oh my goodness. It's giving like chicken in the supermarket. It's giving, anyway. It's gonna look like a rabbit a whole lot more when we pop a little ribbon around its neck. So I have got some ribbon. Now, if you have ribbon knocking around the home, often, you know, if you get like a gift, I'm a ribbon saver. Are you a ribbon saver too? So I've got quite a lot of ribbon. I'm going to tie this around its neck. Oh dear. Right, so let's just tie a double knot, and then we're going to tie a bow. I need to go to a class to learn how to tie all different bows. That is something that I would really enjoy, or maybe there's a tutorial online that I can follow. Oh, this is looking heaps better. Whew, I think the ribbon's saving it. Okay, let's just do a double knot. So when you've decided how thick you want the neck of your bunny rabbit, pop a little double knot in there, and then we're gonna tie this into a bow. And then I'm just gonna snip. I'm gonna fold the ribbon in half and then cut some nice little diagonal lines into there. And then I think we're done. I do have some little, do you remember those roses? I feel like this is really 90s. These things. Do you remember these? I feel like they could be a vibe. I bought them, I think it was at the boot sale, wasn't it? I think it was last year. Maybe that would look quite cute and make it look more like a craft. So another diagonal line on the ribbon here. And then we're going to stick. Do you know what? I'm happy with that. I think it looks quite sweet. I don't know about this bit. Maybe we do these to cover the bit on the ears. Let's see if that would be a vibe. Yeah, let's do it. I feel like this looks a bit like, I was in TK Maxx the other day and they had all the cute little Easter decorations in there. And they had some really nice little sewn bunny rabbits. So you could save yourself the effort and go and get one of those lovely little ones. They're only $3.99 and $3.49 each, and they were really sweet ones. You know, made out of like really nice, like woven-y kind of fabric, very like farmhouse style. So there we go. One rabbit. What do we think? Is it giving rabbit? I don't know. I'm gonna make the others and then put them all together and hopefully, I'm not sure about the ears. I think it's the ears that's bothering me, but maybe it's because of the colour. I don't know. Anyway, that's my first little DIY. I've also got some other bits from Poundland that I want to use to decorate around the home. I thought I might pop out in a bit and get maybe some flowers or maybe some like twisted willow or something that I can hang some eggs onto. So yeah, I feel like that was a real fail to start the video. So we'll have another sip of the tea and then we will get into a little haul. I've got a few bits from Poundland down here to show you. And then I've also got a couple of bits from B&M and I've had some clothes arrive as well. So I'll show you all of that. Okay, I've just made the others. So we now have the set of 3. I feel like they look better now we've got them all together. I think they're gonna look really cute lined up. Or do we whack them on a wreath? Maybe they're a bit big for that. I guess you could do. You'd have a few of them going around, couldn't you? So yes, if you do make any of these, do tag me in any pictures. I'm not sure that you'll want to after seeing that, but yeah, I'll use these as part of my Easter decorations this year. I'm probably just gonna do the table over there. I think keep it quite minimal as, yeah, everywhere's still in chaos. Mitten's just popped down to say hello. How are you doing? And I thought we'd jump into the haul next. I'm not sure where Pumpkin is. He might be having a nice little snooze. So let me show you the bits that I got from Poundland and then B&M, and I've got some clothes to show you as well. Not loads here, but I picked up a few. It's kind of like household essentials mostly, and then a bit of random homeware actually. So let's start with Poundland. First of all, I picked up a new aftershave. I've heard good things about this stuff and I gave it a spray in store and it smelled very nice. This is 100ml Midnight Pour Homme. I would like to know what this is a dupe of, if any of you may know that. I also picked up some of these razors that I always get from Poundland now. These are £2 and you get kind of like the razor and then 5 blades as well. So it's really good value and it works fine. I mean, yeah, they're probably not the best, but for what I need just to do like my cheeks and my neck, they're perfect. And, you know, compared to some of the other shaving brands, which are really pricey, these are a really good price. So yeah, potentially worth checking out. I know a lot of women use men's shavers as well, don't they? So yeah, you might want to have a look at these because you actually get 5 and then there's one on there as well. So you kind of get 6 blades and it's like a triple blade as well. The only thing is the little blue bit, which is kind of like the protective, you know, this little strip here that's kind of like, is it rubber? I'm not sure. Sometimes that comes off after a while. So they don't last really, really long, but yeah, by the time the blade's blunt, that's gone anyway. So yeah, recommend those. I also picked up this, I haven't seen this before. I think this is a new product in Poundland. And it's this 888 brand caffeine shampoo, known to stimulate hair roots during washing, contains strengthening keratin protein for all hair types. This is a dupe, isn't it? And I've seen, I can't remember what the brand is, but it's really expensive shampoo. So I thought it'd be worth trying this, and it's only £1 in Poundland. And then I picked up, oh, I could not resist this. I thought this was so lovely. They have this in a few different colours, and I thought this was the nicest one. It's in the Candy Spring collection, and it's this beautiful little vase. It's kind of like a flower design, as you can see. And yeah, I really liked the glaze on that. And this was £3. And yeah, they also had it in, I think it was a lilac and maybe a cream as well, or a pinky colour, I think it was. Yeah, pinky lilac and a cream too. But yeah, I thought that, I can't have daffodils in the home because of pumpkin and mittens, but this with daffodils in would be perfect. I might even just pop a few in there and pop this out on the roof garden, just so that I can put daffodils in it, because yeah, I just think they would look perfect in this with that green. So yeah, I think that's great. And then I also picked up this photo frame. So this was £4 and it's got a hinge on it. I just need to get this plastic wrapper off it. And I thought this was really nice. And it's got a couple of quite nice prints in there already, but I thought I'd probably pop a couple of pictures of pumpkin and mittens into there. And it's kind of folding, so yeah, let me show you how it looks on the side. It's nice, isn't it? Quite a decent size. I mean, it just takes regular photos. I think they're kind of like the slightly larger photos that you can get printed off. And I really like the kind of natural wood on here. As you can see, it's not varnished or anything. So yeah, I thought that was very nice. That could be quite a nice gift as well, because you could wrap it up like that. And then yeah, obviously pop a couple of different photos in it. And this one, it's got some daisies and it says, "This is my happy place." And then some kind of wild flowers or like a meadow design. But yeah, I'll probably swap those out. But it's nice that it's got the mounts, isn't it? That makes it look a bit more premium, I think, as well as this kind of nice unvarnished wood. Love that. They've got some great stuff in the homeware section in Poundland. They've upped the game again. So yeah, worth popping in if you've got one near to you. In B&M, I picked up a few bits. I picked up a new feather teaser for pumpkin and mittens to play with. And this one's on a wire, which I've never had before. So quite a thick wire. The kind of ones on, I think it's like a stretchy cord, they do really love, but I have to be really careful with those because pumpkin will bite through the cord. So with this being a metal wire, yeah, he's not going for this in that way. He's not trying to like bite through it. So this should last longer too. And this was £2.50, which I thought was a good price for one of these. It did have a bell on it, but they're not really a fan of bells. So I took the bell off. I got a couple of cleaning bits. I got a damp duster, which I absolutely love these. Basically you wet it and then you just go around and dust, and all the dust sticks onto it. It's kind of ridged. And yeah, it says traps dust with one quick wipe. Under running water, it rinses clean, so you can use it time and time again. Perfect for blinds, vents, baseboards, railings, mirrors, and more. I mean, every time, I've said this to you before, I sit down to film a video here, there's a fine layer of dust on here. Even like, I did it just before I sat down. I swear it's got a tiny bit on it already. I don't know. I mean, there has been the renovations, but I don't think that's the reason, to be honest. Dust just does settle, doesn't it? This is really good for kind of like, you know, doing around the TV and all those areas like that. If you want to do like your computer screen, and yeah, great that you can reuse it as well. And I picked up a flash speed mop, and I got the limited edition pink one because I thought that was a vibe. This says trap and lock dirt deep in the cloth, and it also comes with some of the wet mopping cloths in there and some dry ones too, so you get 4 of each in the pack. And yeah, I got this at B&M. They've got a really good cleaning department in B&M. I have to be very restrained in that department, but this is going to be perfect for after all the works, because yeah, these wet wet mopping cloths will trap and collect all the muck that's everywhere. I have been keeping on top of it, to be fair, and as you will see on Wednesday, in here is now looking a whole lot better. So yes, we're making progress. And I also picked up some of this Dr. Beckman Upholstery stain remover. It says it works in 3 minutes, tough even on pet stains, removes odours, mattresses and car seats, and it's safe for pets and colours. Now, I've used this before and it works really well for getting stains off Upholstery, which is what I've bought it for. It says on the back here, it removes stains and odours such as wine, juices, sauces, and even pet stains, powered by Oxy and anti-odour Freshplex technology, ideal for sofas, car seats, mattresses, prams, and more. Gentle on colours and fibres and dermatologically tested. So yeah, I've used this before on some really mucky seat covers and they came up a treat. And on the sofa in the loft, it's this pale cream colour, does get a bit mucky. There is one stain on the arm. I'm going to say that could be, I think it's either coffee or red wine. I can't remember which. One of the two. It's like a tiny bit of spilled drink, which is bothering me. And then, should I tell you what happened? I was a little bit exhausted after some renovation work. Cracking on, I went up to the loft and I just thought, I'll just have a little sit down with pumpkin and some chocolate fingers, which would have been in my Poundland haul, but I've eaten them all. And the next thing I know, Pumpkin is fast asleep on my legs, so I couldn't go anywhere. So I decided to have a little nap. I don't know what happened, but when I woke up, there were chocolate fingers underneath me and say no more. Melted, stain. I don't know how they'd managed to get under the throw that was on the sofa as well. So it's like, it wasn't even on the throw. So if it had been, I could have obviously thrown that straight in the washing machine. So this will be coming in handy and I will be getting the sofa back to normal. I do always have my discount code for the Snug sofa in the loft. If you're thinking of getting one, I'll pop that in the description box for you so you can make sure you get the biggest and best discount whenever you shop for your Snug sofa if you are buying one. And they do really speedy delivery as well. So if you are thinking about maybe doing your living room before Easter or just doing it because now spring is here, yeah, I'll link all the details for that so you can use that code to make sure you get the best deal, make sure you get the best discount, and even on top of the sale prices too. So what else have I got to share with you? Oh yeah, the clothes. So I've had a very exciting delivery. A brand reached out to me that I have never shopped before. They're called Threadbare. And yeah, they asked if I wanted to choose a few bits from their website. So I said, yes, please, that would be fantastic. So I had a quick peek and they've got some really nice bits. So I've put together a few outfits that I think would be perfect for kind of creating a bit of a capsule wardrobe, but also to take away with you on a mini break if you were just popping away for the weekend. So I'll whiz through them really quickly, but I'll link all of these in the description box as well. So if there is anything that you fancy or if you want to get for somebody, you can click straight through to each item that I show you for ease. But yeah, I will whiz through these because there's a few bits here and I don't want to be bending your ear off with a clothing haul for too long because we need to get out and get some little branches. I want to decorate this space within this video. So first of all, classic white trainers, really nice. They've got a slight retro style. And I wear these all the time. I'm sure you will have seen. I kind of live in white trainers, so those are perfect. I picked up, so I'm thinking for the airport and for lounging, really nice pair of joggers. They've got kind of like a nice piping detail, but I love the fact that the pockets on these zip up and also it has the drawstring waist. And this green's quite nice, isn't it? This kind of khaki green goes with quite a lot of stuff. I think it goes really nicely with creams, with navy blues. It'll go with my white trainers, so really good to mix and match. But yeah, zippable pockets, really handy, especially if you're flying. I like to be able to zip my phone into my pocket or my headphones into my pocket so they don't like fall down the seat and then you're bothering the person behind you. Now this I thought would be perfect as we go into spring. It's a lightweight jacket. This is from their Luxe collection. They've got a few different kind of areas on the site. I've got everything in a size L, by the way, and I've tried it all on and it fits nicely. This is made from recycled fibres and it's showerproof. So it's nice and light. As you can see, if it does rain, as we go into spring, we're getting showers still, aren't we? Like sometimes it's like this outside, blue skies, and then there's a quick shower. Nice and simple. And I thought for travel's great because it will pack up quite small and lightweight. And it's really versatile. You could wear that out in the evening and look nice and smart. I also picked up a navy blue shirt, really classic, simple style with a button-down collar on here. And this one, it's kind of like a linen mix. So yeah, quite a nice fabric. And again, something you could definitely wear kind of throughout the day, but also smart enough, like if you wanted to dress up a bit in the evening. And I thought that would mix and match quite nicely with that jacket. I also picked up some very simple navy blue trousers. They're kind of like a chino, but they're not too thick. And they've got a little bit of stretch in the fabric. And I tried them on and they fit really well. Just a really simple straight leg on these. And yeah, I thought these would go really nicely with the two tops that I've got. So I've got this one, which I think will go well with the joggers. Kind of like a really simple little half zip neck on there, like a little bit of a funnel neck going on. What do you call that neck? I can't remember. Yeah, I like these short zips. I think they look really nice. And it's just a nice colour, but I feel like you could wear this with the navy blue trousers, but equally you could wear it with the jogging bottoms. And it kind of go quite nicely with that, so you can make it look a bit smarter or just have it really casual for like lounging in. And then this I thought would go really nicely with the navy blue trousers. So this is like a nice knit, and as you can see it has the stripes, but they just go up to here, which I think's really nice. It kind of makes, it almost like broadens your shoulders out a little bit, I feel, with that kind of stripe being lower. So yeah, really, really nice. And it's a navy blue, but it looks kind of black on camera, doesn't it? But yeah, so that would go really well with those trousers. And then finally, again, something that I could mix and match with all of this, but also with some short sleeved shirts that I have in my wardrobe already. Some really nice, simple linen trousers, but not too casual. So you could wear these kind of into the evening as well, I think. And they've got a drawstring as well, so nice and comfortable, especially if you're going to an all-inclusive. So yeah, those are the bits from Threadbare. Big thank you to them for sending those over for me to share with you. And yeah, I'll link all of those in the description box if you want to shop any of them for yourself. Now let's head out while we've got these beautiful blue skies. I want to show you some of the magnolia trees as well, because they are all out and looking stunning all across London. And yeah, every time I see them, I think I must snap those and share them as soon as possible, because they don't last very long, do they? So yeah, we'll head out, have a look at those and grab a coffee, and then we'll hopefully find, I want some like twisty branches, and I think I know somewhere where there might be some I can get for free, even better. So let's go. Is this where you've been hiding? How are you? You having a nice little relax up here? The fur, I don't know if you can see, on his neck starting to grow back. And yeah, he loves this. He's made this bed out of it. It's one of those houses that they can crawl into, but he likes to squash it down and sleep on it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you to chill out. I'm off for a little wander. Oh, hello. What have we got here? I am back. I've just been up to the loft and I don't know what Mittens is up to there. I have been through my trunk up there where I keep all my faux flowers and foliage. And whilst I was up there, I found a wreath that I have, a eucalyptus style wreath from Primark, and I've put the bunny rabbits on it. And I feel like I've redeemed the craft because they wouldn't stand up. I kind of didn't think that bit through. So I was placing them like on the side here and they kept flopping over. So yeah, let me show you. Here we go. So I think that looks so much better. Kind of looks like they have a bit of a purpose now. And I think the three of them work quite nicely. I wasn't sure how to space them. I put them quite closely together at the base and they just didn't look like bunny rabbits. So by spreading them out a little bit, I think, yeah, that looks a lot better. So yes, we now have an Easter wreath and I tied them on with some string on the back of the ribbons. So you can just take them off really easily. And you know, I use this wreath all year round for different seasons. So yeah, there we go. So I just pulled these two pieces out of the kitchen. These are old Wedgwood. Well, not old, but you know, probably vintage now. And these were seconds. I got these from the Wedgwood shop and they're really handy because they're kind of timeless and I use them all the time for different things. I thought the kind of cake stand kind of dish thing could be used just to put some little Easter eggs in, but I don't have any, but keep that thought in mind. And then the tall vase, I thought I could put the twigs in that I've just collected. And I just popped a few little stems into the new vase from Poundland, which I think look really nice. These are from IKEA and they come with other flowers in amongst it. There's some poppies and some other ones, but I just chose these few. These were really reasonable actually. I got them, I think it was last year or maybe the year before even. So this is what I collected. And as you can see, Pumpkin is already very curious. So I don't think we'll be keeping this in the home just in case these two decide to chew on it. Yeah, you can never be too safe, can you? So I'm gonna set it all up to give you Pumpkin some inspiration. And then what I'll probably do is transfer this out to the roof garden. And I think it will look quite nice out there. But yeah, as you can see, somebody is very curious and probably would be tempted to have a little nibble on this or play a game. But while I'm setting it up, we can have a bit of fun. I'll keep my eye on him and then, yeah, I'll have to pop this outside, I think. Hello, Mittens. Come to see what's going on as well. So there we have it, a very simple Easter display using these hanging eggs that are 80p each from Poundland, a vase that I already had, and some twisty twigs from the park. And then I popped the other vase with some flowers just off to the side here, which were straight, but Mittens just decided to rearrange them. Whilst I was out, I had a little notification say I have some Vinted parcels waiting for me in the lockers. I love shopping on Vinted and I love it when I get a notification that a parcel is waiting for me. The lockers ping open and you just don't know what you're going to receive. Let's not hope it's something like the Gucci espadrilles today. So I've got a couple of parcels. I thought I would unwrap those with you before we end the vlog. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. We have a pouch. Oh, that's nice. Look at this. It's in the flannels.com pouch. I think I know what this is. So this isn't really in season, although the weather has been very changeable. But I picked up this set. This is more for winter time. It's a Hugo Boss hat and scarf set. And it's got the text on it, but it's kind of like cropped, as you can see. So it kind of doesn't go all the way to the edges. So kind of not too obvious, the branding, but it's there, if that makes sense. Whoops. I hope the hat fits okay. I did ask the seller if it was like okay size, because sometimes with hats, they come up really tight. This is fabulous quality. I was looking at them when I was away in Germany, actually, in one of the department stores there, and they had very similar ones to this, and I was admiring them all, but they were so expensive. I felt like I couldn't justify it. So yeah, I'm really happy to have found this lovely set on Vinted. As you can see with the label here, I don't think this has hardly been worn things like this are often Christmas gifts, aren't they, that just get passed on. So I'm just going to try it on and see what the fit's like. It's nice and thin, which I quite like with the bobble hat. I really hope it's got some stretch. Oh, it has. That's not too tight at all. And obviously I can just play around with how I wear it. I'm now a boss in my boss hat and scarf. What do we think? It doesn't really go with this outfit. I'm thinking more with like wool overcoat, my navy blue one maybe, like chunky overcoat, and then this. And I'm probably not going to wear it now until next winter, so I'll probably pop, oh hello hat hair, I'll probably pop that away. Let me just check what I paid for this. I think I did do a little cheeky offer. Oh yeah, so this was listed at £25 and I paid £20, which I think is a really good price. It feels so lovely and soft as well. Quite like the way it's got the two different colours going on, and I just really like the way the text is kind of cropped. I think that's really cool. Has this got a care label? No, I think that's probably been cut off, this one, but it has got the Hugo Boss branding on there in the green. And then yeah, in the hat, let's see what fabric this is. Just licking my finger to get it open. There we go. What is it? Acrylic and virgin wool. There we go. So that's what probably makes it feel so lovely and soft, and probably really warm as well with the wool in it, isn't it? Even though it's thin. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that. I feel like that's a solid little investment for next winter. I think shopping out of season when you're thrifting and, you know, looking at secondhand stuff can be a good shout. And yeah, as I say, at this time of year, sometimes it's Christmas gifts that maybe didn't quite float the recipient's boat and they've sold them on. So yeah, how fab as well that it comes in the little flannels pouch. And then I also picked up this shirt from the same seller. So with Vinted, you can do like bundles and then you get a bit more discounts. This has got some bling on it. This is not for everyday wear. I thought this might be quite good for, you know, an event, or maybe for like when I do a bit of TV work, that sort of thing. So it's actually diamantes, but they look more like metal studs from a distance. Can you see that? And yeah, it's this brand new shacket. As you can see, it's got the tag still on there. And pumpkin. Oh dear, let me just try it on and see how it looks. It's got rather warm, so I could do with taking this layer off anyway. Pumpkin is making himself at home in a cardboard box down here that's got all the remnants of my crafting. So yeah, what do we think? It's a bit different, isn't it? Fits really nicely. He says as he can't do up the button. No, it's okay. There we go. What are you up to back there? Just keep an eye on you. It's going to need to go outside as soon as we finish the video. So yeah, what do we think? A little bit of bling. Be a good boy. Go and play with mittens. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that. And I think now in my jazzy shirt, I'm going to wrap the vlog up. I have got a lot of cleaning and tidying to do this afternoon. It's standard weekend affair, isn't it? Tidying up and cleaning. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up if you like the new shirt with the bling on it. Thumbs up for the Easter wreath, maybe. Let me know what you think of that. Do tag me in any pictures if you make one yourself, if you make the bunny rabbits. And yeah, let me know what you've been up to this week. How is the weather where you are? I hope you've got some sunshine wherever you're watching from. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening, whatever time it is where you are. Thank you so much for watching. I'm over on Instagram and TikTok until Wednesday, when I will be back with another renovation vlog. But that is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.